Welcome back, everybody. We were just talking about the good news in Louisiana that they did not ban intoxicating, impairing, euphoric, whatever hemp products in Louisiana. They did put a lot of new restrictions, but we're happy for Louisiana that they will get to keep a little bit of THC. And so the good news about Florida, I know we had Tom Wazalewski on the show who makes our Cannabama gummies. And honestly, Tom, don't kill me. I just placed a huge order today because I was kind of waiting to see how things panned out. And Florida, they passed this hemp ban. We talked about the devastating effects. 9,800 businesses, 3.6 billion just in employment taxes. All those people out of work suddenly. And the governor, Ron DeSantis, came out swinging. And he actually vetoed this ban. And now he was, I don't really understand it. He was pro cannabis. Now he's not. And he actually is doing this to, I guess, maybe stall out the proliferation of only marijuana. He proposed a constitutional amendment that would allow recreational marijuana, and on Friday delivered a victory to potential pot competitors by vetoing a measure that would have severely restricted the sales and production of euphoria-inducing hemp-based products. So lawmakers passed this bill, SB 1698, in March with supporters arguing it would address safety concerns as the use of THC had boomed in the state like everywhere else. The bill would have banned the sale of products containing what is known as Delta 8 and limit the amount of Delta 9. And in a statement sent to CBS News, a bill sponsor, Senator Colleen Burton, said, as a prime sponsor of Senate Bill 1698 related to food and hemp products, it is very disappointing this legislation was vetoed. But in a veto message Friday, DeSantis said the legislation's goals are commendable, but that it would in fact impose debilitating regulatory burdens on small businesses and almost certainly fail to achieve its purposes. I agree. We all agree. We knew that would happen. So thank God for Tom, who is recovering from surgery. We love you, Tom. We beat it by like the Hail Mary, just skin of our teeth. We beat that. So I want to bring on current event spokesperson from Alabama. I want to bring on Antoine Mardekin. Everybody, y'all are familiar with Antoine. He's the founder of Native Plant Cultivations. And now is one of the holders of medical cannabis. Antoine, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, Jennifer? Thank you for having me.
Well, to see you, because I don't normally, I've seen you a million times, but I don't normally get to look at you while we're talking on the show. So I'm really liking this new platform. Tell us what the current status of the Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission is. We know they tried to pass this legislation that would have added like 10 more integrated facility licenses. So what is going on currently?
All right. So that's a multi-layered question. So with the commission, ain't too much that they can do. Their hands are pretty much tied. They done did everything it is that they can do besides wrapping up with their inspections for the processors and the secure transporters and the state lab testing. Other than that, when it comes down to the dispensary license and the vertically integrated license, unfortunately, they can't do anything until the judge releases the TRO, the restraining order. And in the recent news segment, I asked if maybe the judge can be able to possibly modify that restraining order and allow for the commission to move forward with the dispensary license. I don't know how true that is or how feasible that is, or do he need to release the vertically integrated dispensaries? I'm not sure what they look like and really don't care. We really need the dispensaries if we're trying to get it to the people, because that's the last hurdle that we're missing. And I'm already kind of anticipating for the vertically integrated folks, so they're going to fight till.
Are companies like yours, I know you and I have talked, but are other companies like yours ready to start the process? I know you guys are underway.
Yeah, so we actually had our first harvest. We had our first harvest about a week ago, over a week ago. Everything is dry. Yeah, everything's drying and curing. Ended up getting some wonderful plants out of the deal, and was able to show the commission. The commission actually came out to the farm a few weeks ago. I don't know if you know about HB 390, and as of June 1st, the Department of Agriculture no longer regulates us cultivators. The commission has the absolute power. So they came out. last week, just kind of check on the progress of everything to make sure that we're still in compliance, making sure that, they see what it is that we're doing, that we're operating, that we have plants going, and they was able to see the full cycle of the plants in the phase. I think my plants were the first plants that they see that was that far along and that mature, and I was close to ready to be in harvest. And that was good for them as well to be able to, as a commission, they may not see the plants too much or too often. So I was able to bring them out here
Right.
so they can see some Alabama weed.
Right. I mean, how exciting is that? I kind of want to come see myself because I mean,
Absolutely. Come on.
I've seen tons of hemp growing in Alabama. But this, you've already finished the growing cycle of medical cannabis in the state of Alabama. I mean,
Yes.
congratulations, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had to have a little bit of finesse to myself to be able to make this work. But myself being a experienced hemp farmer and being able to grow hemp for the purpose of smokable CBD flower and producing some good quality, I kind of already knew what I was doing. I just had
Of
to,
course. Of
play around a
course.
little bit, and I know what I'm doing. So I was able to get producing a harvest pretty soon while we still had short days.
Well, so let me ask you the big question. What happens with all the products you just harvested if the
I get to
program
smoke all
is
of it.
continued to I'm willing
Just
to
kidding,
bet not
just
even
kidding.
you can smoke all that.
Just kidding.
But seriously,
Now,
we have the ability to grow it, process it, transport it, test it. We just have nowhere to sell it. And are they, I mean, they're not going to give up, the integrated facility folks, are they?
nah, they're not going to give up, but I'm hoping we be able to get some, forward progression on that, especially with me having a harvest. I know some other cultivators that that'll be having harvests here soon. We got other
Right.
cultivators that's coming online. So as cultivators, we are fulfilling our responsibilities and duties. We growing the green.
Right. And that's
So
that's that's sort of a double-edged sword because you're doing everything that you set out to do, everything you promised you would do. You're holding up your end of the bargain. You've paid the state ungodly amounts of money. You've done all of this work. And so now it's like, okay, are you really going to let us sit here on this product? I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure if there was some other type of workaround to allow, I don't understand why the state doesn't just allow the people that already have a license to operate. Because if they're only asking for two more dispensary licenses, does that mean the other four already were given out?
that's correct. But they
And
haven't
so
been
there
issued
are
as yet.
dispensary
They've been
license holders.
awarded. Yeah, they've been awarded, but they have not been issued. So they not
Oh,
officially.
oh, they love that distinction. Awarded
Yeah,
and issued. Yeah, I
issued.
don't
It's a
believe
big
that. I
difference.
won't believe anything until I held it in my hands from this
that's when you
state.
that's exactly when you get it. When the license is issued to you, that's when you finally get the physical copy that you could print out and hang up in your facility, which was an amazing day when I finally got that. I'm like, all right, they can't take this from me, at least for another year.
Right, right. You have a physical proof that no one can put you in jail, no one could stop you, and that you're doing a good thing. And I think that's awesome. What do you think? I mean, seriously though, I don't even know how to ask. What do you think is going to happen next? Because we don't know. There's nothing we can do. We literally, is there a court date coming? Anything like that?
I have not heard of a court date coming as of yet. I've been asking around. The commission was supposed to meet this week, but they canceled that meeting, which I really don't blame them because they ain't really got no order of business to really talk or discuss because they can't do anything. But overall, I'm optimistic about the industry. With myself being a former two-time loser and finally being in the position that I'm in now to be one of the first in the state of Alabama, and to be one of the first to get operation, and to be one of the first to get to a harvest. I serve an amazing God. So for me to
Amen.
say
Amen.
that it's not going to go forward, he done already showed me miracles are extremely and really possible. So
Right.
it's out of my hands. It is in the Lord's hands. So whatever he
Hey,
decides to
you
do,
know what? I've said that so many times in the last several months. Like I just like my the fight in me a couple times has been like, okay, whatever happens, I can't do it anymore. I need a
yeah,
break.
that's all you can do. Once you do all you can, pass it over to the Lord, let him do his thing with it.
Right, because I know what it's like to be established in business and have these threats. But now you're establishing a whole other world in a second business, and you can't even get it off the ground outside of your grow. And it's crazy. You had a successful grow. Have you gotten any testing yet?
No, no testing as of yet. So I've been in touch with the labs. They wrapping up with their last testing, and the labs they got to go through some a different process than us. So
Right.
I've been in contact with them. They getting everything together, but I need to know what I got like right now. So like when mine's finished drying, I'll have to send it off to my third party to get it tested. Which
Right.
everybody should be doing that third party testing. You don't want to just rely on just one lab.
That's exactly right. We have preached that from the beginning. If you shop somewhere that doesn't have lab tests available that aren't by the company that grew the product,
Yeah.
um, that's what you always want to look for up front. And so I definitely, if I was you, I would be so stinking curious to see how that first batch came out. I'd be like looking through the oven door, like, the timer's going off, the timer's going off. Let's get a taste. Like
Yeah,
boy,
no, that's how
I
it's
can't
been.
wait.
That's how it's been this entire growth. Farming and just agriculture is very therapeutic to me. And to be able to start from the
Right.
seed and to watch it grow and to watch it mature and watch it put on these beautiful trichomes, to watch and just to be able to smell it and just spend time with it. It's an amazing crop. So I'm excited. I'm very excited about what my first harvest is going to be. Because in the cannabis industry, well, from the folks of my peers in my area, you
Right.
pretty much you're as good as your last crop. So if your last
Yeah.
crop was excellent, you were excellent cultivator. If it was not
If it
so
was
great,
bad, you suck.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's your boo boo.
Thank you so much, Antoine. We've got to run, but thank you so much for the update. I'm sure we'll see you back here real soon. And congratulations. Stay
Absolutely.
with us.
Thank you
We'll
for
be
having
right
me.
back after the break.